What's up, people? The Suck My Nasdaq Kid is back. Just want to say thanks for all of your emails, and I will get back to each and every one of you. And the guys that I owe phone calls first, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Like I said, I'm in the works of trying to decide what I'm going to do next. A lot of different things up in the air. We're still running the chat room, so if you still want to come and hang out with us, send me an email. I'll give you a password. You can come and hang out. Test the waters, so to speak. No obligation, no credit cards needed. Just send me an email to info@hitthebid.com. I'll send you a link and a password, and you come and hang out and see what we do every day. Now, again, I'm only in there usually between 9:30 and 11:30. I'm a big fan of trying to do less right now and do other things, which is what this conversation is going to be about. You guys can hear me on with the music, I hope. I got some Bob Marley going in dedication of my new tattoo. I'm not going to show it to you right now, but my legs are getting fully tatted with Wall Street stuff and Grateful Dead and Bob Marley tattoos and sayings and biblical phrases. My legs are crazy right now. It's sick. Anyway. Yeah, so I hope you can hear me over the music. I think you can. So, really what I want to talk about today is not falling in love with your stocks that you're trading. Now, again, I love picking battles and fights on the internet and on the stock Twits and the Twitter feeds because it's fun for me. I'm never doing it with malice, like I'm really angry at, fuck you, I love my stock, you can't say anything bad about it. But there's people out there like that, which makes me want to do it more. It's like, you can't take yourself this serious, dude. How much BlackBerry do you own that some guy on stock Twits saying something bad about it makes you so furious that you gotta email me and block me and start rambling on how I don't know anything and insulting me and my family and what I look like? Does it have to come to that? Or you Ameren people, or you gold and silver people. And now for you gold and silver people, again, I'm going to really talk about gold and silver more often because I know you guys are out there and you're in a freaking blind rage at all times. And I love it. I love it because we're going to get to it. And I have some important, extraordinary news about gold and silver that I think would be the price of admission. You should hear what I have to say. So make sure you don't leave this video until we talk about gold and silver. But first, we got to talk about this stock market. Now, again, market's been going up for 5 straight years since the government took it over. We had our Ebola sell-off, but if you don't know, every year, if you looked at one of my retweets from a friend that sent me the list, every year there's a reason that the entire world's going to blow up. Ebola, Ukraine, SARS, bird flu, North Korea, terrorism, ISIS, the list goes on and on. We shake it off and we continue to go higher. Whether or not you believe that it's because the market is healthy, because the economy is healthy, let's go find 12 of my friends that still haven't found a job and the shrinking middle class and yada, 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 how the market's basically a new bubble that's being inflated right now with low interest rates and the government holding it together. Okay, because that's what it is. If you believe the economy is getting better to the point of a market that's been going raging for 5 straight years, and again, maybe you bought the market last week, this is the greatest market of your life, buying dips. Buying dips is the greatest thing you've ever, I mean, you thought it wasn't going to work there for a second. Not only has it worked, but it's worked extraordinarily well, and you're still just amazingly killing it. But let's bring it back for a second because we're going to talk about not falling in love with your stocks. And again, I'm going to isolate BlackBerry here. We could even throw Walter in there. We could talk Ameren in there. But again, right now, in the moment, we're talking about BlackBerry. And there was one more. All right, I can't remember it because I mean, again, I've been watching the market today for the longest I've watched it. This is going on now. It's 12:30 now. I've actually been watching the market since 8:15 this morning. CNBC, the whole thing, right back into it, just to see what it feels like. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But one thing I'm still good at is finding and realizing the market we're in right now. Market was attempting to sell off this morning. It's low volume. Nobody cares. There's still a 90% chance of it going higher. So I played it accordingly. I bought the dips on stocks that I liked, and now we're offering them out. A couple of stocks if you want to look. Riverbed RVBD was a trade today on the long side. Arrow Technologies, ARW, it's been an interesting name. I was just scanning for companies that are reporting at the USB or the UBS Technology Conference today. Figured some of these stocks would be in play. Traded SUNE on the short side, then actually reversed it and went long. So there's some movement, but mostly it was the QQQ rolling over. We shorted it. It went down. You could expect it not to keep going down because we don't go down in November and December. No matter how much you think we may, especially the Fed supposed to talk today, right? Is anything really going to happen monumentally in front of the Fed? Well, then again, after she says whatever she has to say, we'll have some herky-jerky movements, and then we'll be where we were before the movements. So again, less is more, but again, I still have to address not falling in love with stocks. Now, whether or not, it's Cliff and Walter, Cliff, CLF. All right, let me lower this just a tad. This is where it gets interesting. This is where I make a valid point, which you could take away and become a better trader. Don't fall in love with these stocks. They're all just symbols, letters, and prices, and a computer program manipulating to do bizarro things during the day on a 1 minute, psychopathic things in 5 minutes. The only way to cut through the noise lately is to just become more of a swing trader. Set up your positions, put some stops on them, and let them go. Because if you sit there and if you're still trying to be a human high-frequency trader, you're going to lose. Bids drop while you're trying to sell. Offers disappear when you're trying to cover or buy. It's not the same game as it used to be. It's very, very difficult. But it takes a while to realize the kind of day you're in. So if you're in one of those choppy days, you know you can't be buying momentum on the offer. You need to be waiting for the momentum to subside, the bids leave, you throw a bid out there, try to get done on the bid, and then offer it back out while the momentum comes back in and all the suckers are trying to buy on the offer again. You have to offer it out to them. Some days are just buy on the offer, and the market just keeps going up and up and up. You put a stop, and at the end of the day, everything's great. Or on the flip side, every once in a while, when we actually go down, you could sell bids and have them go down. But now we're in this choppy sideways action. And again, OCD and ADHD, I need to talk about BlackBerry. So here's a stock that waiting for months and months and months. Some of you guys have been waiting years, right, for this stock to start showing some real signs of life. Because you're going to be part of the revolution, the resurgence of BlackBerry. It's going to come back and take over the world from Apple and Samsung and Google, right? That's what you're believing. Like for instance, when I posted that this stock, if it rolls over and dies again, how could you possibly still remain a fan? And everyone's saying, the turnaround of this and the turnaround that. This isn't just a phone company. It's a data storage company now. And they're doing fantastic things overseas. You don't know what you're talking about. Do you know you're right? I have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't know how much money they make or lose. I don't know anything about their new products. I don't care. I know that if there's something that's a catalyst driving it, let me see how it looks on the chart. Whatever the catalyst is, let's see how it plays out on the chart. So when BlackBerry was breaking $11.35, it got very interesting. Then when it broke $11.50, I said, hey, we finally got a chance to get through this $11.75, $11.85 area, which I had isolated to be a crucial spot. Lo and behold, I'm buying the stock at $11.50, and I'm very happy that it's actually at $11.75 because I usually lose money trading BlackBerry because it usually stops, rolls over, and dies. But whoa, here we are, $11.75, $11.85. Hallelujah, let the party begin. I'm buying a little bit more at $11.85, thinking that this thing could get to $12 today. This was last Thursday. And maybe even $12.50 on options expiration. Wouldn't it be a beautiful thing to see the stock pinned at $12.50 Friday expiration? Everybody makes money. You buy your $12 calls, and they close at 50 cents at the day. You can buy the $12.50 call spread. It was all planned out. But the stock started to get a lot more squeezy and just accelerated right through $12.11, 12.15. So I'm thinking, hey, if this thing gets to 12.50 today, I'm going to have to get out now. So I sold the $12 calls, prematurely, of course. When you buy something at 11 or 12 cents and you could sell them for 24 and 36 minutes later, I mean, how could you not? I mean, those were the 12, and it was unbelievable. Again, not trading huge size, so it was fun. But then trading 1,000 share blocks. Trading a couple of thousand shares of BlackBerry back and forth was very exciting. But here's the point I wanted to make. With the BlackBerry, I had a price target, right? And again, I'm no genius. If it got to 12.50, I was going to sell. Did I sell it all? No. I was planning on holding it because I thought maybe if it would pull back and then break 12.50 going into Friday on options expiration, this thing might even go to 13. Maybe you pop even another $1. So Joe, very excited for you BlackBerry fans. Just high-fiving all you guys in cyberspace. This is it. This is the turnaround you've been waiting for. Hallelujah. We're part of something big here, right? Then reality sets in. The stock hits 12.50 and change, 12.52, 53. No bids. No bids. Now, for the longs that are just psychopathic and in love, they say, they're just shaking us out. They're getting the weak hands out. They're going to rip it at the close just to gap it up tomorrow morning. Personally, as a trader with no affections towards any of these stocks except Alcoa, I have a hard-on for that stock, and I certainly have gotten flaccid over what's going on today. Okay, here we are finally breaking 17. Don't let me lose my train of thought now. Alcoa breaking 17 yesterday. I get calls, maybe I should get out of some. I'm like, no, don't. Oh, if you dollar cost average, you're going to be all right. Next thing you know, I guess we should have sold it all. Back to the BlackBerry. Who cares about the BlackBerry, right? Just like we didn't give a shit about the Alcoa a couple of weeks ago, or well, now it's about a month and a half ago. I don't care about your BlackBerry. I don't care about the revolution that's coming. I don't care about their new CEO and what their products are. The stock hits 12.50 and just gets annihilated into the close. How could you feel confident? You can't. So again, I'm not a genius. I just do what the stock is telling me to do. Now, selling some at 12.50 was because I had a target and I got done. Selling the rest at 12.10 is not where I thought I'd be selling some at 12.10, and then holding the rest and then watching it, what I should have dumped all of it at $12.10, going below 12 in the aftermarket, this is last Thursday, and then trading down to 11.80 in the aftermarket. Now I'm thinking I got hosed. Now I'm thinking, wow, I just got robbed. Because now it's back to where I bought. You know, I had bought some at 11.85, 11.50, 11.70, 11.75, 11.85. So these last lot that I'm in at 11.85, I'm actually losing money here. So again, because the trade was successful already, I said, and the phrase, let's see what happens, most of the time is bad, right? But at this point, I knew if the stock opened up down, let's say 11.50 the next day, it wasn't going to hurt the trade overall, so I could say, let's see what happens. So let's see what happens. We get the BlackBerry opening up the next day. You see the algorithm screwing around with it. I think it spiked down to 11.60 and then held. Thank God. Because at 11.50, I was getting out of the rest, taking a loss on these last little bit. So, blah, blah, blah. The stock starts to gain some strength. And if you guys have been watching BlackBerry, you know, again, I don't need to look at a chart. I was living the moment. And you know what I'm saying right now. It's pretty much exactly blow for blow. 11.60 on the downtick in the pre-market. Stock opens up, starts to gain strength. And holy shit balls, the thing goes green. I'm buying it. I'm buying more. I don't even care. Because I'm so excited that this stock fought off all the selling in the morning. Maybe that trap that I thought I was in wasn't a trap after all. Maybe it was them just trying to shake the weak hands, manipulating it, if you will. But then, what happened? It went green, pops a little bit, I take something off the table, starts to roll over, I put a stop in now at 11.86, just to make sure none of my shares get taken out at a loss. Boom, I'm out, 11.86. Down it goes, down it goes, down it goes. Now I'm thinking, man, maybe I should short this stock. I luckily dumped my long Maybe I should get out. And there I am posting stuff on StockTwits, wondering, just wondering, I'm not trying to pick a fight with you guys, just wondering, do you see what I just saw? Because again, I know I've been doing this longer than most people, but to me, what I just saw sucks balls, sucks ass. There's no other way of describing it. This sucks. This sucks. I say that a lot, and now I've got my kids saying it. Man, every once in a while, my kid just busts out, "This sucks, Dad," and I could see other parents turning around. Is it that bad of a word? This sucks? To me, I mean, in certain situations, you don't want to start, screaming it out in church, I guess. Jesus sucks. I guess you don't want to do that. But this sucks, Dad. We're sitting online at the store just waiting, and he says, "This sucks, Dad." And I could see some other mom turns to me. I'm like, what? So bad? Anyway, but the action in BlackBerry sucked. You have to take this and say, I guess I'm wrong. The revolution is over. Let me get out and reevaluate what's happening here at 11:50. At 11:50, that was the final straw. That was when I decided either I'm leaving it alone or it's time to go short. The stock was at 10:06 this morning. So who's right? I mean, I'm not saying, again, I didn't short the stock. I'm not short the stock. I have no position in it whatsoever. But the way to save money, and if you're going to play this game, and I don't care what you think, this is a video game controlled by powers that be that you're not involved in. High-frequency trading has ruined the typical trading of the day trader. You're getting in and trying to scalp. There's 7 people in front of you that you can't even see. What do you think you're going to accomplish? The only way to beat this market nowadays is to trade less so you could withstand the high-frequency whippiness and the dark pools when you see prints going through that should be your print and you're not getting it. You can't trade size in a market like this right now, especially with this choppiness. You're going to get chopped up. So you do less and you use, make your stops bigger. Anyway, do what the stock is telling you is what I'm trying to say. Like Cliff, right? Everybody getting all uppity about Cliff, right? I mean, it was a great call. Getting involved at 10 and when it had the momentum and breaking. But these are not stocks that you're going to be a part of for the dramatic turnaround, like WLT, the lotto ticket. We killed it on the stock. We bought some at 218, 227, 250, 265. We thought it could get to 335. Fucker went to 360. Why wouldn't you sell some? And you hold on to a little bit just in case something happens. And you know what? If the stock ever breaks back above 340, 350, we'll be going crazy with it again that day. But for now, you leave it alone. So if I haven't updated you, we're back down to, and again, you probably saw one of my posts. I'm selling some Qs, and I'm probably going to wind up buying them back at a higher price. So far, if I wanted to buy them back now, they'd be at a higher price. We sold some Alcoa, right? Where did I sell it? I think it was $16.85 the last time it couldn't break 17. So if I wanted to buy it back now, 10 cents. And mind you, it did break out after I sold. So we're no longer in love with AIG. We don't have any cyber. We don't have any FEYE. We don't have any SPCB. And again, I'm not going to go through the whole list. This is why I say, if you want to know what's happening, and again, I'm going to get to you, and you're wondering if I haven't emailed you back or called you. It's just that I'm doing other things right now. I'm taking care of some real estate, putting in kitchens, doing floors, anything I can do to avoid me grinding my own account, churning my own account, doing criminal things against myself where I'm the only one to blame. So I'd rather just get the fuck up and do something else before I do something stupid. So again, really, talking about, the Qs, which I still love. think they're going to 143. Again, these are long-term positions. And I love Alcoa. Even on this annoying dip, I thought that we'd be seeing 1750 today, maybe by the end of the week. Again, we can. It's only 12:48 on a Wednesday. A million things could happen, right? But we're not fully invested in the market. Don't plan on being. We're just position trading, like FEYE. We're out of the stock right now. It's kind of in limbo. CREE, C-R-E-E, was very nice. What else was there? I mean, not many. I've been very, very... Oh, US Steel has been a really nice sell, you know. KNDI, we traded it a couple of times. Thank God we got out of that stock on the long side again. But then again, it hit 13, looks good again. So what I'm doing right now is I'm building a list, and this pick service will be more like a flash mob of traders, so to speak. There's not going to be any particular room running until there might be something to say. So if something looks interesting, you're going to get an email or a blast to your phone, okay? And then you're also going to say, hey, look, the Suck My NASDAQ kid wants to elaborate on this idea. Come to this room. We'll launch the room just for the day. We'll probably leave it open for the day. But the idea of this regimented thing where we have the room open, and we'll still have that thing going if you want to sit around and do that all day. But if you're just looking to hang with the master, if you're looking to hang with the Suck My NASDAQ kid, it'll be more of a coming to the stage talking about Alcoa. It's the Hit the Bid kid, or the Suck My NASDAQ kid, sorry. Here he comes, and I'll give you my spiel, and I'll probably go back to whatever I'm doing. Or maybe it'll be an active day, and we'll just hang in the chat room all day. We'll have so many opportunities to find what you want to do with this market. And if you are in the New York City, New Jersey area, and you want to just come chill with me from the hours of 10 to, let's say, 1, I'm doing stock tutoring, as you know. I invite people, but we have to go out and get drunk first so I can get your real personality and get to know you a little bit better. So if you want to hang with me, first step is we meet in the city, then we go out drinking, and then if you do choose, we could either meet again in the city, or I've been inviting people into my home, but you do have to pass a couple of psychopathic stress tests, so to speak, so before I let you into my house. All right, so before we wrap it up, gold and silver. Gold and silver fucking killing it today. Gold and silver rules. You want to know why gold and silver rules today? Actually, let's take it back. I don't know what happened with gold. But if you see the chart up there, if I only had the zoom, that's the SLV chart. Now, again, I'm always watching because, you know, I'm not a hater like you think I am, that silver is just an awful idea. I still think it's going to go down. I still think gold's going to go down. Maybe it'll come back. Maybe it won't. But here's the best part. Silver was awesome today at $2:03 this afternoon on Wednesday. Why did I buy SLV today? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because it was breaking the 1 minute and it's been pretty stable on the down here. It looks like it's found a little home. So when they break the 1 minute VWAP, looked like there was some momentum coming in, some size was coming in. Gold and silver started rallying. You could have bought the SLV or the USLV, which was insane. I didn't really get much of that because I was too slow on the trigger. But SLV at $15.40, right up to $15.70. I mean, again, I'm not going to tell you I sold the high. Took 30 cents in SLV in what seemed like a blink of an eye. So rah-rah silver. Why can't it be just like that for you guys? I don't mean to hate on you with your silver stacking and building a bomb shelter to store all your gold and silver, but silver was awesome today. Let's leave it alone. I don't know whether or not this just signified some crazy bottom, but that was a thing of beauty. You got a monster spike, and now you got consolidation at higher levels. So silver's looking awesome right now. Do I know what it's going to do tomorrow? Couldn't tell you. Where's it going to be 3 months from now? I have no idea. Where's it going to be a year from now? I sure as hell don't even know if I'm going to be alive a year from now. God, I probably pretty shouldn't say that in my 43rd year. But I don't know. But that shit was awesome today. Now, for you guys that are long silver, today might have shown some significant strength, big enough to maybe sustain a rally from here. Let's take a look. You got to get above 1604, 1605, as far as I'm concerned, for any significant rally to take place. But I don't care what happened, why it was happening. I bought it and I sold it. So God bless you, silver guys, you silver enthusiasts, and your gold people, because I think gold was doing the same thing also. So you guys know where to find me. You know what I'm doing. Let's talk. I'm on Skype, phone, interweb, come to my house, that kind of stuff. I'm taking it very easy, trying so that my head doesn't blow up because I still got the stupid ringing. And that's it. That's it. Gold, silver, BlackBerry, don't fall in love with your stocks. Trading is slow. Janet Yellen, Fed. Oh, I do have a video coming out. And I know there's no way he made it to the end of this video, but to the Fly, the iBank coin crew, I had the Rambo video all planned out and ready. And then the market changed. So I had to change the video, and it took me so long to get this whole thing going again. And then I was like, it doesn't even make any sense anymore. So now I'm going to redo the video. I will get it up, but my song is done. And it's going to be, I hope you guys enjoy it. So, you know, we made a little funny video to go along with this song that I wrote about the Fed and how it's a losing battle to fight them. All right. Y'all have a nice day. Half an hour of this fotch, and you're still with me. I appreciate it. I will get back to as many of you as I possibly can. And again, send me an email. You hang out with us for the next 2 days. I'll be in the room as long as my kids aren't dragging me somewhere for some sort of practice. All right, y'all? See ya.